Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, my friends. It's time once again to dive into that tense, terrifying, yet always terrific world of Rod Serling's Twilight Zone. This time we'll be tackling Season 2, Episode 21, The Prime Mover. Friends, I can't wait to get started, so wait no longer, we shall. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for the Twilight Zone or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And what is now? Now it's time for The Prime Mover, the 21st episode of the second season of the one and only Twilight Zone. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. The Happy Days Cafe. Well, there's Buddy. Looks so young. Oh my God.
Okay. Well, I think it's about time you started paying off.
Oh my God, he's got the fever.
Oh, you mud. Although I'm warning you, you pay off or you get out. Oh, only kidding. Only kidding.
It's gonna start saying his name. Why, I oughta.
You ought to take it easy, Ace. You're gonna blow a gasket one of these days.
Oh, it's very funny, very funny.
She looks familiar, but I'm wondering if we haven't seen her before or maybe a different hair color.
Never mind what I like. Double or nothing. Is it a deal?
Okay.
All right. Quarter, kitty.
Look, Ace, you always have to gamble.
Come on, will you? Come on. I can't keep on losing forever.
I think Ace likes to gamble. I guess with a name like Ace, it's sort of baked in the cake.
Heads.
And guess
let
what
me
it
see
is?
it. Heads. Thanks, that's a lucky quarter. Mind if I borrow? Yep.
Oh my God, it's gonna go off. Take it to the bank.
Hey! Here's your quarter. Thanks.
Don't mention it. It ain't fair, Jimbo. It just ain't fair.
Maybe your luck will change, Ace.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll get electrocuted. Where you going?
Home and to bed. Any objections?
No, honey, I wouldn't blame you if you quit.
I can't. You owe me 3 months' salary.
3 months?
When you two gonna get married?
On what? And with what?
I got a little saved up. You can use that.
Well, a little ain't enough. A girl like Kitty deserves the best, and best comes high.
Oh! Wow, fantastic stunt. Is that in a transformer?
Jimbo!
Yep. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. I mean, whoever's in there is cooked.
Jimbo, there's people in there. Come on, Jimbo, lend a hand, will you?
You can't touch it. What are you doing, Jimbo? He didn't touch it. He's like TK?
Portrait of a man who thinks and thereby gets things done. Mr. Jimbo Cobb.
Hey, Rod.
In just a moment, he'll show his friends and you how he keeps both feet on the ground and his head in the Twilight Zone.
Great setup. That was a hell of a stunt with that car. Wow.
They took him to the hospital. Gonna be okay, the doc says. Just a few broken bones, nothing serious.
Really?
How'd you do it, Jimbo?
Wonder if Jimbo's like an alien.
This business of the car up and down and the sparks in the...
Well, the sparks were from the transformer, right?
Ace?
Yeah.
Ace.
I can't exactly explain it, Ace, but I guess you might say it's a power I got. I can move things around just by thinking.
TK.
Oh, I know it sounds stupid, but I can.
Doesn't matter how stupid it sounds, you did it.
I never thought there was anything special about it or anything. I thought everybody could do it, you know, like breathing.
Buddy looks so young. Oh my God.
Oh, I had to give it up.
Why?
Oh, you know, it got me in a lot of trouble in school, and then I started getting these real bad headaches after, like now.
So you have a limit.
Could you do this again?
Sure,
Like right now?
yeah, but
All right, show me.
Ace, I mean, you need more proof here? Oh wow, that didn't seem hard at all.
Could you make something move that's a little smaller, like a quarter maybe?
sure, the smaller, the easier.
All right.
What? Dude, he said he has a headache, man. I'll give him like an aneurysm or something.
Now make that come up heads.
Oh, for God's sakes. What does he have, dice? Yep, son of a bitch.
Oh, you big stupid jerk. We've been beating our brains out for 4 years working that crummy joint. We could have been living like kings.
I thought they owned the cafe. Where are we, Reno or Vegas?
$100 on number 8.
100, Ace, that's all we've got.
Take it easy, kitty. 8. Come on, give me that thing.
It's going to end up killing him.
4. Black and even. Shovel it in, kid. Shovel it in.
That's probably the worst game you could play if you want to try to avoid suspicion. Yeah, watch this end up killing him.
Oh, 7. A winner, 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 winner.
Oh boy.
Double 3.
Yeah, we got a system, huh?
Ace,
I'll
I
pay
gotta
off with-
quit. My head's killing me.
What are you out of your mind?
Yeah, you're going to kill him.
Cigarettes? Chewing gum?
Honey? I'll have some of those.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't change a bill this size, sir.
Look at the box of money. I'm sure the house is super happy about this. Oh my God, we are already halfway through. Place your bets. Place your bets. What do you think is going to happen to Jimbo? He's going to run him until he burns out.
Ace, I'm tired. I gotta sleep.
Sleep. What's the matter with you? We're gonna do a town, have some fun. We just got started.
Now remember, Jimbo was the guy who said he had some money saved up so he could get married. So he's a good dude.
Honey, would you get him some aspirin?
Oh, yes, I've got some right here. I'll get some water.
You think that aspirin? Oh boy.
It's wrong, Ace. It's cheating. Cheating's wrong.
Jimbo, you're right.
You mean it? We're gonna quit?
Sure, Jimbo, we're gonna quit.
Ace, you promise?
Sure, kid, sure. After just one more time. Give me that.
Just one more time.
One more time, is it okay?
Well, okay. One more time.
All right, you take it easy and rest tonight, and tomorrow we'll fracture him.
Ace, let's go home right now.
Home? What's the matter with you? This is my big chance.
But I don't want to take it. You've been very lucky. Think of all the money you won, enough to last you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? By tomorrow, I'll have enough dough to own the state. You understand that?
We're not going to split any of this with Jimbo.
I want you to know that by tomorrow night, I'll be able to get you...
She's leaving, bud.
Well, what's the matter with her?
You've been ignoring her all night. Ain't very polite, Ace.
Well, I've been busy.
Man should never be that busy. Why don't you go after her? Kitty's
Hell
worth
yeah.
more than all the money in the world. Isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Well, then go after her.
Then go.
Kitty?
I like how you have to be told about that.
Cigars? Cigarettes?
No, I don't.
Anything wrong, sir?
What's your name?
Sheila?
Sheila, how would you like to quit this crummy job and work for me?
What?
Come on.
Here's a little salary in advance, $1,000.
When do I start?
Right now. We'll have a ball.
Something wrong here?
Are you the manager?
That's right.
Well, I'd like to hire your cigarette girl for the evening. Would it be all right? One more thing. Who's the biggest gambler in town?
Well,
And
let's
I
see.
mean big, no limits.
Well, I believe Mr. Nolan is visiting with us this week.
Mr. Nolan.
Well, you tell Phil Nolan that Ace wants to see him.
Ace?
Ace Larson, that's me. I live here. You tell him to call me tomorrow at the hotel and bring plenty of letters.
Watch this Mr. Nolan have the same power. That's why he's the fantastic gambler. Buddy, let's get the hell out of here, bud. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Ace. Oh, well, leave me alone with you. Ace, telephone.
Ace, you are very unlikable.
It's Mr. Nolan. No.
The actor's great, but...
Good to hear from you, baby. This is Ace Larson.
Who?
All right, so you never heard of me. You will. Now, you listen to me, Buster. I got $200,000 in this room, and I'm hot for a game. I'm ready to bet any part of it.
$200K.
All right, room 208, right away. And, Phil, bring your friends. Yeah.
You're gonna get destroyed.
Isn't he a gangster?
Hey, he's a gangster, so what?
He's gonna kill you.
I hear he's awful mean.
What are you worrying about? See, when it comes to gambling, these guys have their own code of honor.
Yeah, not to lose.
What about Kitty?
I can't hear you, Jimbo. I can't hear you at all.
Jimbo, get out of here. You're gonna get wrapped up in this. You're already wrapped up in it.
Would you want something?
Cup of coffee, maybe. A glass of juice. I never gamble on a full stomach.
This is Ace Larson.
That's not Jonathan Winters, no.
Your boys want anything?
I don't eat.
Really?
Oh, 10 grand.
We're not gonna play down in the casino?
Now, let's...
Suppose we play with my dice, huh?
Well, be my guest.
Oh, boy.
And a 7 it is. Well, what do you know? Starting off great.
They're gonna figure out it's Jimbo.
Natural. A point.
They're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you both.
But remember this, Larson. People cheat on me just once. Understand?
Sure. Now that we got that straightened out, am I covered?
You're covered.
Well, I guess this is my lucky day, huh, fellas?
Hi.
Hi, Sheila, baby.
You ready to take me like me?
Who's the dame?
My good luck charm, my sweetheart. Any objections?
Oh, man, dude.
So what do you say we shoot the works?
Oh, my God. Dude, what? Jimbo, absolutely, bud.
What's the matter, Nolan? You're supposed to be a big operator, you chicken?
Oh, boy. Dude, you're gonna get killed.
It's a lot of fun, huh, honey? Right? Win a million, lose a million, just like that, right? Okay, 11 is the number.
Ace.
You got it? 11. And this is it.
Ace.
Now, don't bother me.
Ace, listen,
All right, 11, 11, 11, 11!
Nope.
Tough luck, trooper.
Huh?
You got nerve, pal. I like that.
It's all gone, Ace. At least you're alive. I'm sure Sheila will stick around, too.
Look, I'm sorry, but I was trying to tell you something happened. I lost the power. I guess a fuse blew out.
You gonna be mad at him?
You mean we're not going to like Mead?
Well, he blew his fuse.
See you, Sheila.
You blew a fuse.
Oh, don't die or something.
You sure you don't want to stop him?
What are you talking? Who needs that hunk of junk anyway? That's strictly for suckers. Come on, out, 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 out. Go on, you one-armed bandit. Go rob somebody else for a change.
The fever. Did you really come around, Ace?
Will you marry me? You should be quiet. I'm proposing, for crying out loud.
Jimbo, do you have a quarter?
Oh my God, she's gonna flip it.
Heads?
All right, Mr. Larson, I will marry you.
Baby. Oh,
Kitty, that was dangerous. That could have rekindled his... Yeah, you didn't blow a fuse.
Some people possess talent, others are possessed by it. Jimbo Cobb knew, right from the beginning.
Nice job, Jimbo.
But before Ace Larson learned that simple truth, he had to take a short trip through the Twilight Zone.
All right, everybody, we just finished watching The Twilight Zone, Season 2, Episode 21, The Prime Mover. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished the 21st episode of the second season of the one and only Twilight Zone, the prime mover. Thought this one was really good. I would have lost money, friends. Show of hands. Who thought that Ace was going to go the way of our traditional assholery protagonists that, kind of show up on the scene, flex their a-hole muscles or whatnot, and then they get theirs by the Twilight Zone. Normally, that's how it works out. I think it's because of Jimbo's influence. And again, our good people are people that are I don't want to, getting into the good and bad stuff is a label that is fraught with comparative problems, but at the same time, he showed himself to be. Jimbo was good before we even knew he had any powers. Whenever he looked over at Ace and Ace says, "I don't have enough money, to marry Kitty," Jimbo said, "Well, I have some saved up. I'm sure that could probably..." So he was willing to give his, presumably, life savings to Ace so he could marry Kitty. Jimbo had no stakes in that other than friendship. And I thought that immediately established his character of being, at the very least, exhibiting pure of heart or noble standards. You know what I mean? And normally, when we have those types of people or those types of representations inside the Twilight Zone, they're given a little bit more slack than everybody else. It's not a get out of jail free card. We've had plenty of nice people end up in real bad situations. So it's not like, it's a guarantee that you're going to make it through the Twilight Zone unscathed. But at the same time, I'm glad, because Jimbo was a good dude. Ace was not. And again, it's really interesting to me that Jimbo basically kept Ace's secret. And the secret being Sheila, you know what I mean? Because he referred to her as his sweetheart. Jimbo was immediately sort of taken aback when he referred to Sheila as his sweetheart. They were going to Lake Mead. It was obvious he had completely forgotten about Kitty. And it's, to me, if I had to bet about halfway through at our intermission, or even like whenever he took off with Sheila, I would have thought that Ace is going to meet an untimely end, and Jimbo and Kitty are going to end up together. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. But maintaining his friendship, Jimbo was able to course correct Ace to the point where he gave up gambling, which seemed to be his primary, motivation to be bad, was his just wanting to gamble more and more. I like that in a weird way it showed that there is a way to, not only did Jimbo, when he used his TK too much, got terrible headaches and sort of burned out and blew a fuse, it's almost like Ace gambled too much and then he blew a fuse and it was gone, So, I mean, it was an interesting premise. It's just that I didn't care for Ace. Now, the actor that played Ace I thought was fantastic, one of our better ones that we've had in Twilight Zone, and that's saying something because we've had some incredible performances. I don't think Buddy Ebsen had too much that was being asked of him other than to play this very kind of noble figure that didn't say a whole lot, again, didn't necessarily stand up to Ace at any point. And but at the same time maintained a level of friendship that you seldom see in a 20-some minute story like this. One that, you're in over your head, you're with gangsters. At some point, I thought for sure they were going to figure out that Jimbo had something to do with this. Like, what's he doing here? Let's get him out of the room, something like that. But at the same time, I thought it was a really cool... so many of the Twilight Zones just do this so well. Get to the point, give us a story, get out of the story, and have a resolution that all makes sense and all seems satisfactory. That is so tough to do in 20-some minutes, but they do it each and every. And again, I think this was another one that we had our problems, we had our tension, we had our headwinds, we burst through all those things, and we ended with a happily ever after. Ladies and gentlemen, the Twilight Zone. It's just another example of really, really focused storytelling, really, really focused storytellers, too. We didn't have a wasted syllable in this one. There have been times where we have watched The Twilight Zone and I've thought to myself, this could have been shorter, or they didn't have enough for a full 20 minutes. In fact, the one that we just watched with the radio, that one, I thought that, they added a couple scenes into that one to kind of make it work. And but this one seemed to be perfectly paced, Perfectly cut, perfectly edited, just enough, no more than we needed, no less than was necessary, and they were able to get their story across and still maintain tension, which I thought was really good. The inclusion of Mr. Nolan was what really kind of put it over the top for me. That increased the tension quite a bit, and I thought that that was expertly done right when it needed to be. And again, it's just another fun romp in the Twilight Zone. It's not called a classic for nothing, friends, because this bad boy absolutely delivers each and every time. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for the Twilight Zone or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But all that was then and this is now, my friends, and now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from the Twilight Zone. But normally, as the Greek chorus, our job is to continue to spread the tale of the original creatives. We try to find audience members anew and direct them towards the Twilight Zone. But when we watch The Twilight Zone, instead of saying goodbye in that manner, we do so as a result of having watched The Twilight Zone. And I'm going to make this one short and sweet, my friends, because in this moment, the two of us, we have 1 day's worth of Jimbo's power. And I will ask you this one question. What would you do with it? There is a spectrum. Maybe it's a Jimbo to Ace type of spectrum, from a hero to a potential gambling cheat. And there's many, many nuances in that spectrum. Where do you fall, my friends? How do you put that power into practice? And if it's something super duper cool, tell me down in the comments. As for me, I'm not sure what I would do with a day's worth of TK, but I know what I wouldn't do. And that's anger a gangster, or leave Kitty, or take advantage of somebody like Jimbo. You know what? Maybe I wouldn't do anything. Friends, until such time as we can watch the next chapter of The Twilight Zone, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.